The Gospels depict our Lord as a man of prayer, and they tell frequently of his withdrawing from the crowd in order to spend time in prayer, time communing with the Father. In fact, before every major decision, every major moment, our Lord was at prayer. The content of his prayer is not revealed, but in the 17th chapter of John, we not only have the longest prayer of our Lord recorded in the Gospels, we are provided with the content of our Lord's prayer. The prayer stresses our Lord's great affection toward those with whom he has lived and at times admonished, who at times did not get him. It also reveals some of our Lord's major concern for his disciples. Our Lord makes 3 petitions to the Father in the passage for today. He first asks the Father to keep his disciples in the Father's name, so that they may be one. Our Lord knew how dangerous divisions and factions could be to the life and witness of the church. He knew that the evil one works by seeking to sow division, dissension among God's people. And so, about to return to the Father, to reign at his right hand, our Lord prays that the Father will keep the disciples, the church, united. My friends, perhaps a spiritual question for us to ponder. Am I an instrument of unity in the church, or a source for disunity? Our Lord's second petition asks the Father to keep his disciples from the evil one. And this petition recognizes the efforts of Satan to try and frustrate the plan of God. Our Lord's prayer is not a plea for an easy life, but that we may be firm in faith, faithful to God's will, especially in the midst of trials. Our Lord's third petition in his priestly prayer asks the Father to consecrate the apostles in the truth. To consecrate or to sanctify means to hand something over to God. Because something or someone is consecrated, they are given to God, and so exist for God. They exist for others. Our Lord prays that his disciples would be consecrated in the truth. It's not uncommon to hear people today talk about speaking my truth or living my truth. And the impression is that truth varies from person to person. It's shaped by personal opinion, wants, and desires. Not so in the biblical tradition. In the biblical tradition, truth is not a relative thing. There is not my truth and your truth. There is simply the truth. When our Lord speaks about truth, he is not simply talking about a matter of the intellect or right answers on a test. Truth is a person, a presence, namely Jesus Christ. To belong to the truth is to follow Christ, to heed his voice. That is why in John's Gospel our Lord says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. To be consecrated to the truth is to be consecrated to Christ. Our Lord knew the challenges that come with following him, with living the Christian faith. To do so is to choose a difficult but rewarding path. And we all know quite well that the challenges to the faith, to seeking to live the gospel, have not diminished. But knowing that we have one who intercedes, prays for us unceasingly, we press on with the conviction that we are not alone in our efforts. The good news is that Christ has not stopped praying for us, not stopped interceding for us. He does that constantly at the right hand of the Father. May we take comfort in the knowledge that Christ is praying for us.